I'll say one thing for this batch of Democrats. They stick together. They stick to the same theme. They hate Trump, and it never veers. It never varies. It doesn't in any way get diluted. There's no dinos, if you will, to the Never Trump group. I mean, when they stick together, by God, they stick together. Not like the Republicans, those miserable bunch of turncoats and quislings. You got a bunch of these newfound people who want to be the next John McCain. Or want to appear, I guess, on, Sunday morning talk and slam Trump. They're miserable. Miserable. But I want to tell you one thing about the Democrats, which they've never understood. Never got it. And you would think that when you... Well, let me paraphrase this. You would think that when they have this, I guess, media-backed group of people who know about movies and image and that sort of thing, you would think somebody would say, look, we got to work on optics. But then again, these are the people who put on the Emmys. By the way, the Emmy Awards, which celebrates great TV, and the TV show of the Emmy Awards, which celebrates great TV, sucked. Go figure that one out, okay? Think about that. Now, optics. First, whoever said, let's put Hillary Clinton on with Rachel Maddow? Number one, most unflattering. I'm going to be cruel now. I'm also going to be honest. She looks tired. She looks weathered. The angle was horrible. She's got a spare tire. She looks so absolutely unpresidential. And she's on a set. This should be the apotheosis, the coronation, the beatification, the canonization, the elevation of Queen Hillary, the oven mitt fashionista. They put her to a set, like with an author. This is what you're telling me? She didn't even warn. It should have been a two-parter. It should have been Rachel Maddow's special conversation with Madam Hillary Clinton or the next president or something on a stage, kind of like a 92nd Street Y kind of a format or something different, something to let you know that when she shows up, she is special. No. And plus, one of the most incongruous, elliptical questions as to due process. Somebody must have told Rachel Maddow, by the way, here's $5 every time you use the word due process. Give you $5. Okay, I can do it. How many times can you say due process, even though the sentence makes no sense? Her husband's a rapist. I don't know what you want to talk about this. Her husband has how many women have claimed rape? What do you need? What's with the left? They don't do anything about the Catholic Church. They don't do anything about Weinstein. They don't do anything about Les Moonves. They don't do anything about Bill Clinton. But Kavanaugh, whoa, 36 years ago, by God, we're going to get to the bottom of that. And this woman, the accuser, is thinking, what was I thinking when I said I was going to come forward now? Why? Who talked me into this? 6 times. 6. He was interviewed by the FBI. 6. Feinstein had the chance to speak with her on multiple occasions. Excuse me, not with her, with him. What am I saying? I'm with her too. I could have said, listen, not for nothing, Brett, but I want to talk to you about this certain woman. This is a woman who's a lawyer, ostensibly, apparently connected, and you would think if this, every time that I don't know about you, but if I saw that name, that man tried to rape me, I'm going to follow him like a bad fart. I'm just going to just follow him. And wherever he goes, you're going to hear from me. And the next time you dare to get some position, or I'm going to I'm going to report it, I'm going to do something. And you sure as hell aren't going to go to the D.C. Circuit Court without hearing from me. Because by God, and I know that's the farm team for the Supreme Court. That's double-A ball. Nothing. So when it comes to her, they want, and the only reason they're doing it, they only want to, you're not stupid. They want to postpone this is so that maybe they do this after the midterm elections to try to, they're throwing everything. They're throwing everything, the kitchen sink, the copper tubing, everything, the toilet, the commode, the bidet, they're throwing everything, anything. Kavanaugh, whatever. Stormy Daniels, whatever. And can you believe Jake Tapper is actually reading the penis puppetry of the penis or whatever the hell he's reading on CNN. I mean, is it really? Have at long last, sir, have you no decency? And then we hear the latest, speaking of optics, you have Michelle Obama is going to be going around starting at in Las Vegas at a high school. No, this is your future president, I'm assuming. No, no. Who's in charge of this? I don't understand any of this. Now we're talking about the, speaking of Obama, they gave him what, 99 years for $10, the lease for the Obama library. Why doesn't he at least pretend he could do some great photo ops by pretending to care about all of the shooting and the murder? Do these people know anything about optics? Do they understand optics? Do they understand they have to have some kind of a plan and something that always reminds folks that they're the preferred, the go-to party? And when the fashion mitt, the oven mitt, rather fashionista, lady walking around with her bedspread and the life alert pendant and the Velcro shoes, this worn and haggard termagant, you would think somebody would say, and by the way, I'm not saying that because she's old. I'm saying it because she's worn and haggard. There's a big difference. I know 20-year-old people who are worn and haggard. She's spent. She's through, she's finished, she's done. She's lifeless, listless. She's devoted, she's otiosed and otiose, I should say, and olid and horrid, I say. Now, my question again is, where are the optics? Where are the optics? Who is it who says, I'm in charge of this? I'm going to present you in the best light. I'm going to present the Democratic position in something that's cogent. I'm going to have 3 policy positions you're going to repeat all the time. I'm going to make sure we are unified. I want to look young and fresh and not merely anti-Trump. That doesn't go anywhere. That's not going to fill the bill. That is not enough. You know it, I know it, everybody knows that. You can't just have anybody but Trump. I marvel at the ability of their disconnect. What's Trump's vision going to be like? Oh my God. The rallies. Let me also tell you, speaking of rallies, and Mrs. Obama, you're talking to the rally king here. Anything that looks significantly less and smaller in terms of turnout than the president's, you will pay drastically in terms of PR. It's that simple. I'm not being cruel. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. All right? Optics. Remember that. That's all I'm going to tell you. Do me a favor if you could and you would. Bright by Northern Sky. It's a great Nick Drake would intone. Please like the video. Please put your thoughts, comments, observations, and the like there. Please like the video. I think I asked you that already. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell so you'll be notified of live streams and new videos or whatever you do. Comment as you see fit.